If you're wanting to know how I boosted my sales overnight with one simple trick, watch the video and I'll explain everything. Hello everyone and welcome to this little sort of midweek video. Hope you're all doing well, and as you'll see from the title, my sales have rocketed overnight just by carrying out a few tweaks to my store, which I'm going to cover in the video today. So we're going to get straight into it, and first of all we're going to talk about the eBay algorithm. Now this is something we try and keep going. We try and keep eBay happy with consistent listings and things like that. And I've got some notes in front of me and I'm going to talk you through some bullet points to do with the algorithm, which will help you sort of keep sales going and keep your store happy with eBay. And little Finley's joining me. I'm on daddy duties tonight. So I have done another similar video, which is my top 10 tips for selling on eBay, which I'll put up here. So if you are new or you haven't watched it yet, please do head over to my channel and give that a watch. You'll be able to learn some new tips, hopefully. So yeah, eBay's algorithm, what do we know? What does it do? And yeah, what can we do to help keep it happy? So with the algorithm, you want to be looking at consistently uploading new items. So this is the sort of main point. You don't want a stagnant store. Your views and results will start going down. You want a lot of activity on your account. So say you photographed 10 or 20 new items, instead of just sitting down one evening and uploading all 20, draft them up, schedule them out throughout the week. Even if it's just drip feeding 2 or 3 a day, or even just 1 a day, it's some activity on your account. All right, little man. Yeah, it's some activity on your account which will keep eBay happy and keep them results of your listings further to the top. Another point for the algorithm is your photos. Little Finley's having a bit of an upset moment. So yeah, with your photos, you want to be keeping a consistent house style, nice and clean, high quality photos. Generally, they say that eBay like a white background, so it's nice and clean, no distractions, and you can see the item clearly. Also, make use of I think you can upload 24 photos now. I think it used to be about 12. Yeah, show loads of detail of the item and fill them photos. I know they also don't like it if you just upload 1 or 2 photos. So uploading plenty of photos will also help it boost up the results. Item specifics, things like that, fill out as many as you can. You probably won't be able to do them all because you'll be there all day. But yeah, put as much detail as you can into your listings. Moving on, regarding the algorithm again, respond quickly to your customers, whether it's messages, if people are asking the sizes, the condition, things like that. As soon as you get that message in, go and deal with it and get a response back. eBay know whether you're responding within an hour, 12 hours, 24 hours, and yeah, it all helps towards the algorithm. Also, offers. If you get an offer and you're happy with it, accept it straight away. Don't let it hang there because they'll see it as sort of stagnant activity. If you get an offer that you're not happy with, don't decline it. They'll see that as a bit sort of brutal. They much prefer you to send a counter offer. So say you've got an item for £20, someone's coming at £10, and you could just think to yourself, well, they're taking the mick a bit and just lowballing me. I'm just going to decline it. Don't decline it. Go back with something you're comfortable with. Maybe meet in the middle at £15 or 17 or 18, whatever you want. And yeah, just general activity on your account. Keep your shop front up to date. If you pay for a shop, you'll have a shop front with featured listings. Keep it up to date, keep it fresh. Create coupons, send out to your previous customers, send out to your followers. And you can also do a newsletter which will include the coupon and any new listings you've had that week. So it just keeps all your new customers and previous customers and followers, you know, engaged in your store, and eBay will see that as some good activity to put your results further up, put your listings, shall I say, further up in the search results. So that's me sort of covered the algorithm in general, but I'm also going to talk about what I did personally to my store one evening when I had a no sales day. Now, bit of a disclaimer, this worked for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for everyone, because there's loads of little things that will sort of affected it. But yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. So if your sales are a bit poor, you can jump on your computer and follow these simple steps, and you never know, something might work for you. It might just kickstart your sales again. So most of these things that I did, the little tweaks to the items, I managed to do all in one place, which is the bulk edit tool. Now if you go into your listings, you'll see that you can edit them individually, and if you select them all, you can do a bulk edit, and it's really quick just to click in the boxes, tweak all the bits, and do one button at the end and save the lot. So the first thing that I made sure I had all my items ticked was the offers. So I will accept offers on every item that I'm selling, and like we've discussed before, if I'm not happy with it, I will counter it and never decline. eBay like you having offers because it opens your product up to a wider range of customers. And Finley's being a bit vocal again. I have put Postman Pat on the computer hoping he'll watch it, but he's facing the other way. So apologies about the interruptions. Offers, yeah. Something else I offer to all of my items, if you're eligible, is eBay's GSP program. Now, I think I talked about this in my top 10 selling tips, but GSP is eBay's global shipping program. Now, they will offer your products all over the country. Now, you can take out individual countries if you want and tweak it to suit you. But yeah, it's a great tool that offers your products to everyone in the world. And the good thing about it is, because international postage can be a bit daunting, you know, you just sort of think of the customs, the taxes, it being very expensive, the item getting there and being damaged because of transit. All you do with GSP is send it to a UK warehouse. They will take care of the customs and taxes. They will repackage it if need be to make sure it gets to customer safely, and they will then send it on to the final destination. So it's a great tool. If you're eligible, definitely select all your products for GSP. Again, you can do all these in the bulk edit tool. Moving on, something I tweaked was my promoted listings. Now, the minimum amount you can promote your listings is 2%. But personally, I had a lot of mine promoted at 5%. But because this was an old promotion that had been running for a while, I was in the bulk edit, selected everything, and I thought I'm going to try and just put it to 2% to see if it would have much difference. Because if it wouldn't have much difference in sales, then I'm saving myself a few pennies, a few pounds or whatever of that 3% difference, which all adds up. If we can save some fees, we will, with them charging us some more. Yeah, the next one that I played about with was my dispatch time. Now, personally, I have a 2-day dispatch time. That works for me. I do eBay part-time alongside a full-time job, so I definitely can't send the same day, and I found sending the next day means I'm doing post every day, which doesn't work for me either. So 2 days works, but the bulk edit just checked that every listing was 2 days. Sometimes if I've done sell similar on other people's listings, it'll change it. Sometimes I had ones that were like 3 days and stuff like that. But updating that just gives the customer a more realistic estimated date of arrival of their product. And if they see it's going to come sooner, they're more likely to order from you than other people. Next one is something I've not really had a play about with before much until I saw some other people doing it, which is playing about with your titles and not necessarily adding words or removing words, even though it is good to fill your titles with keywords, but it was rearranging the order. Now, people say to have the sort of brand name and sort of name of the product first and then the keywords to follow. Now, I sell a lot of vintage items, sort of retro gaming and vintage homewares and things like that. And I found that a lot of my listings had vintage or retro as the very first word and not the brand. So what I've done is moved the words about and had vintage later on in the title, and I made sure that most of my listings have the brand name and then the item and then any following keywords afterwards. Again, I've heard this from other people. I'm not sure on the true sort of impact that it has generally, because I'm just filming this video 2 days after I did all this. But yeah, something to definitely consider altering in your own listings. Next up is sort of reductions. So you can sort your items from price high to low. You can sort them on when they're going to finish first, sort of newly listed or ending soonest. So I went to ending soonest and I thought, all these listings that have been on my shop for a long time that aren't selling, they either need to come off totally and go in my car boot pile, or I need to slash the prices right down. Because with my basics store that I pay for, I only get 200 fixed price listings a month, and then you have to pay about 12 pence. Now, Buy It Now items auto renew after 30 days, and they also take up one of your allocated spots. So I don't want stagnant products on there. I want everything turning over. So yeah, I looked at all my sort of older listings, the things I haven't had a while, and some prices I just slashed in half. If they don't owe me a lot of money, or I've made the money elsewhere, slash the prices in half. Or some things, if they were $24.99, I brought them all down to $19.99. Just little tweaks like that. Like we talked about before, sort of activity on your store, eBay will see all them tweaks and sort of it'll refresh your listings and they'll get boosted up. And the more views your items are getting, then the higher your other items will get in the results, if that makes sense. Another one that everyone talks about, which I did on a few of the items that were sort of ending soonest, is end the items and sell similar. Now, this is a good way if you haven't got any new stock or any new listings drafted or scheduled and you think I want some activity on my store, end a few items, sell similar, and eBay will see it as a new item. If you do relist, they know it's the same item, but if you do sell similar, change the photos about a bit, change the title, tweak the price, they'll see it as a brand new listing, which all helps towards the algorithm. I've got a couple more things written down. We've talked about these already, really. Just updating your shop front and your featured listings, sending out your newsletter and creating a coupon. You can send it to previous customers, followers, 10% off or whatever, and it just gets customers engaging into your store. So there we go, I've talked a lot. If we go right back to the title, my sales rocketed overnight. Okay, Finley, Postman Pat's on, look. So yeah, on the Saturday, I had no sales at all. Previous to that, I sort of aimed for between £80 and £100 a day, and I had been sitting at that, sometimes a bit lower, sometimes a bit higher, and then it sort of got to sort of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, dead, nothing. And I came on my computer Saturday night, watched some people's videos, and I just thought I'm going to bulk edit all my listings. I've got about 320, and I sat there and I just went through each one, tweaking the price, tweaking the title, like I've explained, and I went to bed. And I woke up and a couple of things are sold, so I thought, oh, it's had a bit of an impact, that's great. And I will put my graph up here actually, so you can see. Finley. it shows the last 31 days, and you'll see it sort of sits at a stable level, has some peaks where I have some good days, and then it dropped dead. And then that Saturday night, Sunday was a good day. I think I did about £340. Things were sort of going every hour or so throughout the day, and I'm putting this down to the activity that I did the night before. So I'm going to see how it goes the next week or so. The last couple of weeks I've not been consistently uploading, so I've only got myself to blame for that. But I've not had the time to get out there and photograph items. But now I've got a good bank of photos. I can draft out some listings and hopefully keep this up. Because as soon as you go sort of stagnant on your store and activity, your results will start going down. So it definitely does have an impact. How much of an impact, I don't really know. And what factors I've done contribute towards it, I don't really know. But I was just trying a bit of everything. Come on, mate. He's very vocal, he wants to say hello. So yeah, I'm going to see how it goes over the next week or so, like I said. But definitely give these a try. If your sales are low, and maybe you haven't got any new items to list, or just get a load of photos done, get some listings scheduled, tweak all your listings, and yeah, hopefully it sort of kickstarts the algorithm again and starts boosting your sales. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you have learned something today. If you have, let me know in the comments down below. If you are new here, consider subscribing. It's totally free, and I release new reselling content every Sunday morning. And like this one, if I have an extra little video, I will release it midweek. Postman Pat's very exciting. I will release it midweek in the evening. So thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to get this little one to bed, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.